Let's talk about it. Gators can Billy Napier out of there, as we expected. Was in his fourth season, and he had a 22 and 23 record, and he was 12 and 16 in conference games. That's just not going to cut it. We knew he was going to get fired. They finally pulled the trigger on it, but who is going to be that guy to take Florida back to the promised land? I think 2008 was the last national championship, and they're looking to hire their fifth coach since Urban Meyer left in 2010. Sam Bam, who's gonna be the man to lead your Gators, bro? Who you want as coach?
Right now, I don't know, but the two names that I really like to see, I like to see Lane Kiffin if he can get
Mm,
out that Ole Miss deal because he's got
mm,
he's got a he's got a nice spot with Ole Miss right now. They're doing a hell of
Yeah.
work.
Yep.
man,
So
right.
so like I say, that's a needle in the haystack. But somebody that's not doing as well right now, but would still be a great presence, Deion Sanders.
What?
Deion
Coach
Sanders,
Prime?
Coach Prime. Because that team not as good as it was before. He's not getting the star-studded splash like he was before when he had his boys over there, when he had Shador, when he had Shiloh, when he had Travis Hunter over there, Horn over there. So I feel like we need somebody that can impact these players moving forward. And who's going to do it better than Prime? Prime Time would be a great candidate. Come over there, Florida, get this money, and do your thug thizzle. I like Dion and I like Lane Kiffin for the job.
Yeah, Lane Kiffin. That definitely is gonna be a long shot, like you
Yeah.
said.
Yep.
However, anything is possible. What I think they're gonna do is I think Ole Miss is gonna pull a fast one, just like Indiana did, and fucking pay him within the
And
next couple
100,
days. He'll probably be
100
paid
million.
before I have this video edited and put up. If we're
Believe it.
quite honest about it, but Deion Sanders, bro, I don't know if he's ready for that though. I don't know if he's ready for that. I need to see more personally if I'm hiring him to a big program like this. His name, of course, it sells. You're gonna get people in there. You're gonna motivate people, but. The thing is, man, I just don't know if he's ready for that yet. You're competing against the best of the best when you do that and you take that step. I think Colorado's what, like 3-4 this year, not faring so well without his talent. But to your point, if he has talent, maybe he could do something. But I don't think he's ready for that yet. However, I think the Gators need someone proven. So since Urban Meyer left, not one coach has been proven on a national scale. Will Muschamp, Jim McElwain, Dan Mullen, Billy Napier, all did good things at the smaller places they was at, which got them the job.
Right.
However, if you're Florida, bro, and you're desperate enough to be like nationally relevant again, why not break the bank on a known winner? They got the money, bro. Why not do it? Now, I'm not talking about Nick Saban. I'm not talking about Urban Meyer. Let's stay on planet Earth, all right? Who am I talking about? I'll tell you what.
Franklin.
When you think of, I'm not talking about James Franklin. Sam, would you want James Franklin?
Hell no.
No.
Not at all. Not even my top five.
No, no to Franklin. All right, that's a no go. So, how many elite coaches would actually bolt for Florida, bro? That you can think of right now? When I say elite coaches for college football, who do you guys think about?
I want to say Smart. Then you got
Well, Smart. Smart's not gonna leave. I'll spare you the suspense, man. I'm talking about Dabo Swinney.
okay.
Dabo.
That was gonna be my next thing.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say him
Clemson
next.
is in the dumps right now, bro. They're in the dumps this year. What better time for a restart? I mean, they're 3-4 right now, and they want him gone. Okay, bro. 10-4, 9-4, 11-3 the last three seasons, and that's horrible by his standards. The man's won two national championships, nine ACC championships with a record of 183 wins, 51 losses since 2008. Not to mention, he's a damn good recruiter, and it would definitely be better at Florida because they're going to get their players no matter what. You done seen the news break of the six top recruits that they have already. They said they're staying with the program no matter what. They don't care who's coach
Right.
there. So they're going to get their players just based off their brand alone, and they always do. That's nothing new. So, not to mention, he'll have players follow him. You know, that's where he'll use the transfer portal, bringing in the cats from Clemson. Finally, you're going to have to use it in Florida. You could learn that. That'd be fine. But he wins big games, bro, and he's done it against the best. They would they would always be in a position for a playoff run with Dabo and their talent. This is what I would call a home run hire, bro. I would hire
Oh yeah.
Dabo Swinney, Florida Gators. I'm telling you, that's the best fit. That's who y'all need right there.
Yeah, it do sound good.
I mean, yeah, that does sound good, and theoretically, but how much? I mean, I guess Clemson could just say, "Hey, see you, bye bye. We'll still pay you, however much we still owe you." Because I'm not sure when his last extension was that he signed. Do you?
Well, to put this in context, when I was looking at the average annual salaries, I think within like last year, I'm not sure if it's concurrent with this year, but Dabo Swinney was only like 2 or 3 slots above Billy Napier.
Oh yeah,
So it
Pay
wouldn't be that
wise,
big
pay
of a.
wise.
You would obviously have to pay him way more than that annual amount to
right.
get him there to uproot and leave everything, but that wouldn't be worth it. Man,
Right.
they got the fucking money. I would have
No,
been had him.
I'm saying on behalf of Clemson not wanting to still fork out, $60 million, 70, $80 million like they have, or not they have, but other teams have done for coaches because they don't want them there no more and would rather see them walk uh, rather than have them there and still pay them.
Mhm.
So if Clemson is okay with that, if they think that his time is done and they need to, start over and get someone else new in there with a new, fresh set of fresh eyes and all this other stuff. And by all means, go for it. But it would be stupid on their part. But Florida would automatically be. I think they'd probably be a top 5 pick to win the national championship next year if he went there.
I mean, the immediate impact, no
Yeah,
question.
exactly.
I would assume so. But the thing I think I have to factor in here for context is if Clemson, I don't think they're ever going to fire Dabo, nor should they, nor should and no. Like the man's done too much. You don't move on from a coach like that. He's a future Hall of Fame coach. You don't move on from a guy like that when you're still going what 9-4, 11-3. That's ridiculous. A bad year this year. You can have one.
Yeah,
The man hasn't had a losing
You owed
season.
that. You're owed that.
yeah.
Right.
What's
So
he won? Like 2 national championships, 3,
two
True.
national
2.
championships and 9 ACC championships. But the thing is, look, they're not going to fire him. But if Dabo just decides he wants to accept the job at Florida, he can do that. And
Right.
that's how that would play out. That's the only way this would play out. They're not going to fire him. They're not going to move on. They're going to be like, oh, well, we're sick of being 9-3, 11. No, man,
Right.
what the fuck?
Right.
What the fuck was y'all before he got there? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, so
Mhm.
it's not going to be
Bottom
that.
feeders. Bottom
So
feeders.
if he accepts the job at Florida, Clemson, they got money. They bring in whoever and they'll draw a big name coach.
Yeah.
There's James Franklin,
Yeah.
Clemson.
Right.
And that actually would be not a bad fit, really. Now that I think, but
Mhm.
who knows what's gonna happen, man? But I think Dabo definitely would be the best coach. Sam saying prime.
But listen, Florida would be the #1 job opening this coming free agency or whatever you would want to call it, this offseason. That's gonna be the #1 job.
As of right now.
Bro, that Penn State job is second to that Florida job. Definitely they want to come to Florida. And then that third job is going to be Mike Norvell at Florida State. That's going to be the third job. That's going to be the hottest job out here in the city because his ass is going to be out of here too. I told y'all last year when he hadn't lost that game, bro. I was like, hey, is he on the hot seat? I asked y'all last year before they went 2-10 or whatever it was. Is he on the hot seat? My boy Jordan said, nah, we can't put him on the hot seat.
That was one bad season though. Now we're getting two. So
now
yeah,
we
it's a little
getting
hot
two.
now.
Right. You started off hot, but now you're not. So like I say, it's gonna be a lot of job opportunities. We still gonna have to wait, man. Who I say, like a lot of these NFL coaches, they're gonna get their shots at some of these college jobs. I feel like it's gonna be a lot of these coordinators, some of these older coordinators, they're gonna come back down. Like the North Carolina job, we know that stuff gonna be in the mix too, and probably
Auburn.
if
There's
not,
gonna
if
be a
that's
lot of
Auburn, right? It's gonna be a lot of jobs out here, so it's gonna be a carousel. So like
then what?
whoever gets
Oklahoma
whoever,
State.
right?
They need a coach. There's a bunch of teams, bro. But yeah,
Colorado State, I feel like just fired their coach as well. So it's gonna be a lot of jobs out here, man. It's gonna be a coaching carousel just all through these ACCs and SECs and everybody else. Everybody gonna get a chance to pick on what you get, but Florida's gonna get the top pickers. Penn State, Florida State.
I mean, I agree. I agree with that. Of teams I can at least think about right now, and barring anything something drastic, but definitely Florida should be the top hottest job. You know, Penn State a close second because that's a
Mm.
top program as well. But yeah,
Yeah.
there's going to be a lot of them, man. You're right. But
Mm.
let us know who will be the best coaching fit for the Florida Gators football squad to bring them back to national relevance. Y'all let us know in the comments. Yeah.